Hey everybody, George Chamberlain here, watching your dollars on this what do we got here? Wednesday morning. Look over my shoulder, Mike. Is this the 27th or the 28th today?
The 27th.
27th today, 27th of July. What it is also is looks like the fourth day in a row that the stock market is thumbing its nose at the boys and girls in Washington, D.C. We're down triple digits. We're recording this a little bit after 8 o'clock this morning, and we're down more than 100 points right now. We've been down the last three sessions. You add it all together, we're down a little bit more than 2% now. It's not a big deal, but it is a decline. And so, like me, lots and lots of people are reaching for their aspirin right now because it's starting to give me a headache. I'm tired of it all. I want this thing to get over and done with. You hear that back there, guys? Let's get this thing done with. Stop playing politics. It drives us crazy. Because overall, again, the news out of Wall Street, individual companies reporting their earnings and stuff like that, their profits, are pretty darn good. There's been, most of the companies reporting, 75% of them are reporting numbers that met or exceeded expectations for the past 3 months. So, but it's continuing to weigh on investors, all this stuff about the debt ceiling. Speaking of corporate earnings, just a couple of things here. UPS, the big package delivery company, they drive the brown trucks. They put out their report, and there's always so many numbers in these things. And I'm not a numbers guy. I don't pay a lot of attention to that. But I always look for little numbers in there that I think are of interest to me and maybe to other people as well. For instance, UPS reported that in the 3-month period, the second quarter of this year, they delivered worldwide 957 million packages. I don't know, that's a staggering number to me, that you can move that much merchandise, that you can move that many packages from one place to another and get it done about 99.9% of the time without any kind of problem is just amazing to me. Hey, we've got oil down a couple of bucks this morning, and the reason for that is a big build in inventories of oil and gasoline. Inventories rose by 2.3 million barrels of oil in the past week. That's a big increase. And again, what's that mean? When oil inventories go up, usually means gasoline inventories are going up because people aren't using as much of this stuff. So that's what's going on. All right, let's finish with one piece of real good news. Dunkin' Donuts. Now, for those of us that live here in California, we may not be real familiar with Dunkin' Donuts. They're big, though, back on the East Coast. Very popular. They have stores in 35 states across the country, but none in California. But the company went public, and if you've ever been to New York or in most places east, if you ever, I'm sure you have had a Dunkin' Donuts donut and coffee and other stuff. And if you haven't, you missed out on it. I'm not a super fan of their coffee, but man, their donuts are really, really good. They used to be in California, but then there was a big legal thing and they pulled out. Anyway, they priced their IPO at $19 a share, and it's up almost $8 this morning. So there's a big appetite not only for their donuts, but for the stock as well. You can make a lot of money on this one, folks. When you go out and about and are with your friends and neighbors and you're playing little games and stuff like that, ask them which company they think sells the most coffee each and every day. What's the normal answer going to be, probably?
Starbucks.
What? Starbucks. There you go, Mike. Exactly. Starbucks. Most people would say Starbucks. And if they didn't say Starbucks, they would likely say 7-Eleven. That would have been my first choice. Or maybe McDonald's. McDonald's has gotten big into the coffee business. But no, it's Dunkin' Donuts. And remember, they're only in 35 of the 50 states, and they serve 2.7 million cups of coffee each and every day. That works out to 30 cups of coffee a second. So they're moving the Joe out there, all right? And so the coffee in their stores is good. I don't like the stuff you can buy in the grocery store and take home and do yourself. That never is as good as the real product. So the only time I ever have Dunkin' Donuts is when I go back to New York or someplace like that, and it makes the trip good. Again, the coffee's good, but the donuts, Dunkin' Donuts. I'm rambling here, but let me do it anyway. You can buy the name Dunkin' Donuts. It implies what you should do with a donut. You should dunk it. And I remember when they were in California, and they still do it now. Their basic, just normal cake donut is baked with a little stub on it that you actually is something you hold on to dunk the donut. Hence the name Dunkin' Donuts. That's enough. I'm George Chamberlain. Have a great day, everybody.